Y'all ready for this?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Cassie. You know the vibes. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below and join the gang. So today I'm doing a story time, as you guys can tell from the title below, and I decided to have the witness to the crime beside me, you know, just so that you guys get like two point of view, so it's not like I'm lying or I'm stretching the truth, even though my truth is my truth.
Okay.
But before we get started into this juicy story, this is my brother Kaide. You guys have seen him in another video. I'll link it so y'all can go watch it, you know, add to the views and stuff like that. But this is my brother Kaide.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Let me tell you guys how I crashed his car on my birthday of all the days. I think it worked out because it was my birthday. My parents didn't really get to, and my dad didn't get angry. My mom just thought it was devil's work, so she was so thankful that nothing happened. So like I wasn't in trouble.
You're lucky it was your birthday.
You know, let me give you guys a backstory. We went out to eat because it's live. He took me out for my birthday to go have a birthday brunch, and I said thank you by crashing it.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it.
So
Go on.
we went out to go have lunch. Very fun day, very nice. I even took some pictures. I'll find the pictures and put them in. You remember we took pictures and we went to park? That we're taking some pictures in front of the car.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm trying to remember what those pictures look like. Oh, I remember I really like the flowery.
yeah, the skirt. Yeah. So we took pictures, everything. You know, I had my hair freshly done. Oh, where to eat? Fun. Now, on that backstory, it was a brand new car.
Yeah, I think I had car for less than a week.
Less than a
Less
week.
than a week. And, yeah.
Less than a week. I said, let me take this big foreheaded girl to go and eat, and you know.
And just to add, actually, so see, personally, I don't think I'm the best teacher when it comes to anything generally, right? Like, I feel when it comes to teaching in particular, I'm not that patient. So, you know, but she's my sister, so it's like, you know, the times we just drive her, and for her it's like, oh, can I drive? Like,
yeah.
you know, she's learning how to drive, she wants to know how to drive, right? So a lot of times I'm put in a position where
He doesn't want to say no.
exactly, I don't say no. So it's like, I would like to not teach you how to drive, but you know, okay, drive. I'll let you drive, but like, you know, you already know how to drive.
Was that my first? Was that my first time?
No, that wasn't the first time. Like, I think before, like I used to try teaching you how to drive, but then I realized like, okay, like go do your lessons first, then you can familiarize yourself with driving in my car.
And like, to be fair, guys, when I did that, I had only really done driving lessons, like proper driving lessons, like 4 times. But with my instructor's car, also an instructor, so they know how to like direct you and will tell you like, oh, you know, because they'll be like, you know, in the next 2 stoplights we're going to turn right. So like,
and then they have their own brakes.
Yeah, they have their own brakes, like, and they know how to react quickly and get to the wheel, just things like that. So, you know, in my instructor's car, like, I kind of knew what I was doing, because I'd even gone downtown, and I was like, yeah, I drove downtown, like, what are you talking about? Like, I drive in New York neighborhood, like,
It was literally the last 5 minutes of.
yeah, it was like, we're almost, we're like, you could, where we were, you could walk to his house from there.
That's how close we were back.
So, he said, okay, you know, drive it. So, me too, I hopped to the wheel. I hopped to the wheel, and, you know, we started driving. And I mean, when we first turned out, we went straight. You know, like, it started out well. So first of all, he first said, and so where I think it got confusing for me was because when he would say turn, we were already close to the turning. And me, it's almost like my head needed time to process of, okay, we're turning in the next 2 streets, you're going to turn. So if you told me turn, and then because I was so like, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't comfortable, so I was also very like
nervous.
You're nervous, and so like the first time he first said, oh, turn right, but we're already there, so I couldn't turn, so I just kept going straight. So we're gonna hear him say turn again, and so because I had missed the turning the first time, I was like, if I miss it the second time, this boy will just insult me and won't allow me to drive his car again. So I tried to turn, but I turned too late. I didn't even turn on my lane, so I was like, okay, wait, let me try and go back. So I don't even know what was going through your head when it happened, because
okay, let me give my own view of that. So, I mean, she's a new driver, right? So I know, okay, if anything, I'll give you enough heads up before, it's like, okay, we're turning the next to whatever, right? So we kept going, and I'm like, oh, you're turning next, like on the next right. And she keeps driving, and I'm like, okay, you passed where we were meant to turn. So I'm like, okay, the next one, right? So I mean, the turnings weren't that far apart, so it was a little bit immediate, right? And then the next thing she did was, it was kind of an not impossible turn at that point, but it's like, okay, you should have needed to slow down completely, right?
Kept going
and
straight.
so she just turned. So she turned right, but
I think
she could not make the turn. Not at the speed she was moving, she could not make the turn. So I had to. So when she was turning, I'm just in my head. It's like, wait, what's this babe trying to do? So I had to hop in, like quickly, and then turn back because at that rate we're going to pretty much crash into like either like someone's backyard or like pretty much just drive to the curb, right? So I had to drive back, like I had to immediately put my hand there and drive back out, right? And then it was kind of too late, so we went over, like the car went over the curb, like the complete right side of the car went over the curb, and then obviously
and why did I press my brake?
And then obviously you could hear like everything just went,
like the whole, like the two tires, like
everything just went out, right?
Did the rim hit anything?
Yeah, and then so obviously then I was just like, you like stop the car.
Yeah.
So she stopped the car right in the middle of the road, and then we switched seats, and then obviously I looked out. I mean, then like the tire takes time to like deflate sometimes. So I knew it was going to deflate, so I was just trying to get on the driver's side and drive home as quick as we can before like the tire is like completely flat.
Yeah.
So
my head is just ringing like, I'm dead, oh my god, how am I going to tell my dad, oh my god, what am I going to do, oh no, oh my goodness. That was just it.
Then I walk into the house, and then my housemate sees me, and then he's like, obviously you could tell something else, like, bro, like what's going on? And I'm just like, man, like then he's like, okay, like he gets it. He just pretty much like he gets it, but like, man, like it's happened, like at least you could have been worse, but it wasn't, blah blah blah. And then she was talking to his brother, right? And he came to me and was like, trying to talk to me like, oh bro, like maybe from like an apologetical point of view for her, and I'm like, oh no, like it's chill, but it's like obviously now I'm not happy, so I'm not happy, like that's it, right?
Yeah.
And then I think she then calls my dad.
Yeah, so basically, so I went at that point, I just like, so I left his house because I was like, what next? Like, so I just left the house because I went to meet up with a friend because I was supposed to go back home anyways. I was supposed to drop me at home, but like obviously none, that couldn't happen, like no car, nothing. So I just went back. So I called my dad. I'm like, oh, so like something bad happened. So we're coming back, like it was a mistake. I didn't like the turn. I didn't know. So obviously, I'm just there, I'm blabbing, and he's like, "Kumi, what happened?" I'm just like, "Oh, but like I like hit this can, like his two tires popped out, and damn, but like is that?" He's just.
So then my dad calls me. So my dad then calls me, I guess shortly after, right? And he's like, "Okay, what happened?" Right? And then I tell him, and he's like, "Okay, hope there wasn't any damage to the car itself." I'm like, "Oh no, it was just the tires and rims that went out, right?" And it's just like, okay, like no problem, like like we'll take care of it and whatnot. I'm like, well, yeah, that's fine, right? So I guess after like 30 minutes, 45 minutes to myself, right? Like kind of thought through everything, just put everything back in my head, and I just looked at it like, okay, like at the end of the day, it's just my tire and rims that are out. Like I had to change, but I had to get brand new tires and rims. I'm like, that's fine.
When you not call them, like it's okay, that's all, that everything like will be fine.
Yeah, so I just had to cheer her all the way up. But it's like, okay, it has happened. Yeah. It's a flat tire, like let's just call it a flat tire that needs change, and I didn't want her birthday dinner to guess. Like I don't want to ruin her mood for her birthday dinner. So I tried my best to cheer her up. So like, it's fine. Go out and enjoy this thing.
Yes, and when he called, and I felt. I mean, I still backed the car, so obviously I was still like, oh my god, but just with him calling back, it was almost like, okay, at least he's not necessarily angry. And obviously, it's not like my dad that called me and was like, this girl, so like, I was just like, okay.
Yeah, and to be fair, she wasn't trying to bash my car, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's an accident, it happened, right? So
yeah, the video is the camera died, so we're just gonna go on. But we're basically done with the story, and that was how I crashed my brother's car on my birthday. How old was I? I turned 20.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, because it was still at East Central. Yeah, so basically I turned 20, and I hopped in the car and I crashed it. But it wasn't necessarily like a crash, but it was still a crash, But yeah, so that was what happened. I'm actually very surprised that I was able to get over that and get in the car again and still drive.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually. I think that was one of the biggest things actually, because I didn't want her to be, I won't say scared, like, because I feel like when you just start driving, like it's very easy for something to happen, and then for you it's like, like I'm not
doing it again,
right? So,
but if y'all want more story times, if you guys enjoyed this one, this was my first one, so don't be too hard on me, like But this was my first story time. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comments below. Tell me if you've ever crashed someone's car. If you've ever crashed your own car. If you've ever, I don't know, if you guys have any crazy experience similar to this, or even different from this one, just let me know in the comments below.
To be honest, now that I think about it, I've crashed our dad's car, and then driver covered.
Does he know?
No, I don't think he knows.
We'll find out.
The first time my dad caught me driving, I went out. So usually I would drive to school and drive back, right? And the driver would just be by my side. So the first day he caught me driving, we drove to, we're driving back from school, and my dad is usually around till say 6-7 p.m. and then for some weird ass reason that day he was home by like 4 p.m. So I always drive into the house because I'm like, okay,
that's how my dad is, right?
Yeah. And then so I'm driving, I'm approaching the house, and then I just realized, oh shit, wait, that's my dad's car. So it was too late for me to turn around, reverse, or do anything. So I tried to just act normal, right? So I got there, parked the car, came down, and I greeted him and his friend, and I just tried to walk into the house like nothing was happening. And then like 5 seconds after, no, it wasn't. And then like 5 seconds after I passed him, he was just like, wait. He just looked back. He's like, wait, did you just come out from the driver's seat? And then that was it. And that was why I got into trouble and found out that was right.
But were you in trouble?
No, really. I mean, he shouted, but after that it was like, if you want to drive, like, I'll just send you to driving school. Yeah, like, why you? Yeah.
But yeah, so you've crashed the car as well.
Yeah, I mean, not crash. I've scratched the car. Yeah, different.
So I've popped the tire.
No, you didn't, but you crashed the car. There's a difference. I could drive the car I scratched. I could drive that car without doing anything wrong. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I crashed the car. Join the club, guys. Go crash the car 2021. I'm just kidding. But anyways, guys, that is the end of today's video. Nice, right?
It's nice.
Booster just what? Real fruits. Who? More like Picasso. Yeah. But guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video once again. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed to my channel. Join the gang. Comment, share this video, all that good stuff. I will see you guys in my next video, but for now, love you and bye.
Join the gang, guys.
Join the gang.
We go slow, it goes slow.